This is my Q&A. Yeah!
Hey guys, what's going on? This is Sweat226 here. And today it's my Q&A video. Yay! Q&A video, yay!
Scream no one ever. Hello. So yeah, I'm about a week late for this. 2 weeks ago, I asked everybody in the Toby Mason Appreciation Association. They asked me questions, and I'm doing a Q&A. And I said I'd do it in a week, and it's 2 weeks later, and I still haven't done it. I just got it done. Sorry for the wait. Stuff happened. A lot of important stuff. So yeah. So I also asked people yesterday, do you want me to do a video where I read your questions and then, answer them, or a text-based one, like Geo does, like a lot of people do, And everybody actually said video. Hunter said either's fine, which technically means he voted for video. So that means everybody. I'm counting his vote as video. So he can't fucking wiggle his way out of this shit. But I decided, out of the goodness of my femur, to give you a video and the text-based version, because, let's face it, not everybody wants to hear my sexy voice for a long time. I know, it's hard to digest, but it's true, not everybody does. I mean, trust me, I listen to myself all day. I got the voice, man. I'm lucky. But some people just want to read, they're on a FIMFiction site. This isn't YouTube, it's FIMFiction. They want to read, not listen. So I understand. Makes me feel sad, but who cares? So I typed down the answers, because why would I, do a video and read them off and then say the answers and then later go back and type them down again? That's stupid. So yeah, I made a script. Yeah, I'm gonna follow the script. So if I sound like I'm reading off a script sometimes, that's because I am. So that's why it sounds like that. So, yeah. I tried my best to answer every question thoroughly and not randomly, because I have a reputation to uphold. So I tried. If I couldn't do it, sorry. But let's just get right into it. Here's my intro. It's time, my friends. My first and probably only FIMFiction Q&A. If you don't mind that option, whatever. If you didn't ask a question, well, fuck, that's your fault. Now let's get started. No, I did not steal the layout of my Q&A from Geo's. Wow, you just smell great. Okay, that's the intro for the text-based one. So, Red Star 76, first batch of questions asked. My favorite one, probably. Fred, how's it that you became a brony? There's $1 million question. How did I? Well, Jason knows, Elwolf knows, because I did it last June. I did an 8-part series on the birth of a brony. In fact, on this channel, there's a trailer, so go look it up. It's beautiful, I think. It took me a day to make it, so. Yeah, I've already told this, but here's the short version. In 9th grade, I had 2 friends, Zane and Nathan. They were already bronies, and they would nag me and my best friend Austin about joining the herd every single day. We didn't know what that meant, per se, but we knew that they were bronies. So that's what we figured out. We put 2 and 2 and 2 and 2 and 2 together like Pinkie Pie and figured they're talking about My Little Pony. They want us to watch it. Well, this led us to the conclusion that all bronies were idiots and not gay like every other outsider tends to believe, but they were idiots instead. Because, see, I have no right to call someone gay for watching a TV show, as I was still coming to school wearing Powerpuff Girl underwear when I was 12. I'm proud of that, by the way. Yeah. I don't have the underwear anymore. I outgrew them. But yeah, I came to school in Powerpuff Girl underwear. Your argument is dead. Not invalid. Dead. It got blew the fuck up. So, I really have no right to call people gay. Not that wearing Powerpuff Girl underwear is gay, but I was called gay for that reason. So, I know how that feels right off the bat. But we thought they were idiots because, they kept asking us every single day, join the herd, join. It came to the point where I was no longer friends with Zane and Nathan. Now Nathan's homeschooled, but I am friends with Zane now. But back then, no. I hated them. Because that's annoying. Like, nobody wants to do that. Nobody wants to hear that all day. I'm glad I only had one class with Zane and no classes with Nathan. Otherwise, I would have to switch classes because that was so fucking annoying. I hate when people do that. Like, why? If we want to watch the show, we will watch the show. Shut up and go away, please. Anyway, so we decided to make a pact. We would avoid My Little Pony altogether, and we would never walk down the path of broniedom. There's an answer to a question I'm sure somebody wanted to ask. Why did I write that? I forgot. Either way, we lasted all the way through 9th grade without seeing anything My Little Pony related. Not any generation either. None of the four. In late April, however, I clicked on a video by accident while watching one of Uber Haxar Nova's videos. It was entitled Nope.mlp. It's gone from YouTube now, unfortunately. This is right when I started playing T-Fortress 2. So immediately, when I heard this title, I thought of Engineer. You know, his nope in his neck grows up if you play TF2 and you've seen that video. You don't have to play TF2. I made a mistake. I was not playing TF2 at this time, but I was watching the YouTube poops and the SFMs, and of course Engineer's Nope audio soundbite, yeah. And that's how I got into TF2, playing it by watching all the videos. Like, Scotland is not a real country and all that stuff. Yeah. So yeah, I was right. The video did contain Engineer. It contained the famous, if not overused, quote, but also contained ponies. My 8-month streak without Pony was over. I couldn't figure out that MLP was the acronym for My Little Pony. That's how much I avoided it. Either way, I decided to just watch it. Why not? I'm already there. I'm lazy. It involved the scene in Party of One at the barn. You know, you could hear the nope sound by when Applejack slammed Pinky's neck into the barn door. Something strange happened that day, you see. I laughed at the video. Also, I thought it was adorable. However, I kept it at that. Fast forward to June 21st, 2012. Austin's at my house and we're having a jolly good time, you know, like friends do. We always have a contest where we listen to a horrible song. Whoever leaves the room first loses. The winner doesn't win anything except bragging rights, see? You can probably guess the usual songs he played. Baby, Friday, stuff like that, you know. This time, though, I decided we should listen to the My Little Pony theme song. Austin gasped and was like, "You evil fuck!" But he still agreed. I chose the Generation 1 theme song because I remember it being the bane of my existence as a child. Every time I tried to watch Danny Phantom, and then it went to commercial on Nickelodeon, they play a classic My Little Pony toy commercial, and the theme song made me want to gouge out my eyes with a rusty nickel. It was so annoying. Anyway, I won like always, even though I felt on the brink of death after listening to that theme song. Austin ran to the bathroom in retreat, so I stood by the bathroom while he peed and creepily sang My Little Pony's gloriously hideous theme. He was not happy. When we went back to the room, I kept bragging about my victory. "I always beat you," I say. So Austin replies with, "I bet you couldn't watch a full episode of My Little Pony." It's with that statement I realized that Austin was the devil's semen come to fruition. Of course, proving people wrong turns me on, so I accepted. He buried his head in my beanbag chair as I watched episode 1 of season 1, because there's no way I'm watching an episode from before. I decided to make fun of the show the entire time and point out every tiny flaw I saw of it. "Ugh, there's a hick pony in this show," I responded, in reference to Applejack. "Look at this emo purple pony," I said about Twilight. And of course, the one that makes even me hit myself to this day. That rainbow one supports gay marriage." Ugh, I'm an idiot. After the episode was over, however, I felt strange. I missed nearly all of the plot, made fun of every character, but yet nothing seemed bad about it at all. No tea parties, no hopscotch. It was just a cartoon about ponies. And the first pony we actually see is Twilight. And while I don't say it out loud, I think to myself, holy fuck, she's cute. I keep seeing more ponies and I'm like, wow, they're all cute. Even that hick pony. So I made my mind. I rewatched the episode the next day, Saturday, and actually pay attention. So I did, and it turned out I quite liked it. So I figured, well, why just stop there? It's the summer. I want to see how this turns out. So I watched episode 2, and now I'm thinking, I'll watch one more. You know where it goes from there, right? Yeah, you sure do. A week later, I'm on season 2, episode 8. Sure, I mean, others have watched it. Others have gotten to that point quicker, in about a day or so. But I had other stuff to do, like watch Uber Haxar Nova, and that was pretty much my life back then. When I got to this episode, it finally dawned on me. I'd broken my promise. I was a brony. Ironic that the episode that's most generally hated by the public made me realize that. And I felt glorious. First thing I did, I told my parents, Mom, Dad, there's actually a show I like more than the Powerpuff Girls. Huh, 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 laughs Papa2266. What would that be, son? My Little Pony. My dad's face? Well, unsure, sweetie. My mama's face, rainbow kiss. Yeah, so I decided I would convert Austin to become one too. Though I wouldn't take the path of Zane and Nathan. After a bit of talking, I jokingly said, I wouldn't be surprised if you're already a brony. A few hours later, he dropped the bombshell on me. Austin was a brony. And before me. He dared me to watch an episode, so I'd become one too. My face when learning this, rainbow derp. Because he knew I'd like it. I quizzed him about the show, and he got every question right. There's no denying it. Freddie and Austin. We were in this together. Nothing could stop us. I owe it all to him. I told him that on June 21st, 2013, the 1-year anniversary. I wasn't mad. I was glad. Because if it weren't for Austin, I would have never watched My Little Pony. I know that. I would have stopped at Nope.mlp and never turned back. And here I am now, because of him. It's pretty surreal looking back on it. I can't believe I've come this far. I'm also surprised I still love the show. People say it's a fad. Shut the fuck up. Studies show there are 8 to 12 million bronies in the world. Still, it's not a fad. That's a fandom. A real one. And the long answer, fucking coincidence, basically. See what I did? See what I switched up the short answer and the long answer. Yeah, there you go. Okay, and then he asked, Fred, what would happen if you met Deadpool? I drown in death. Duh. And then Midnight Shadow asks, Fred, got a Wii U? Real quick like, no, I prefer my Wind Waker copy, not HD. The game's just as beautiful without the filters they added. Yes, Wind Waker HD looks better, and there are some cool features they put into it, but I like old school, bro. So yeah, I'll stick to my GameCube. Also, Midnight, what a waste of a question. You could have asked me anything, but yet you just stopped. Hey, Fred, got a Wii U? That's it? Like, I'm disappointed in you. When you have a Q&A, guess what? I ain't asking nothing. If it is, it'll be stupider than that, just to show you I'm stupider than you. So, Nova Nexus asks, if I'm in a collab story between Molestia and Toby, or Toby and Fluttershy, would you put it in the Toby Mason Appreciation Association? I mean, it has Toby in it, so yeah, I guess. You probably do it before me, though, you sick fuck. Hunter Reaper asks, how far was the series along when you found it? Well, according to my math, which I'm positive is right, I found the original New Home on June 11, 2013. About 10 days before my 1-year anniversary of being a brony, so that's pretty cool. 5 days after the official last chapter was released. 2 more chapters, really updates or announcements, followed. I found it in the featured box. It must have gotten featured because the chapter, more so announcement, Life in Equestria Holidays with Toby's Up was released, which made it go into the featured box. Since it was already a popular story, the update triggered a featured box spot. I'm not really sure how many times it was featured before that. Wonder if it ever was. Pretty cool if I found the story the first time it was featured. Anybody know that? Anybody keep tracks on how many times a New Home was featured? Tell me. I'd like to know that. Anyway, I found in the feature box, I was looking for possible stories to do audio readings of, and what caught my attention was the cover photo, which showcased Fluttershy holding a small child. What led me to it was that the child looked eerily like me. I wasn't wearing a red shirt when I found it, but I mean, I do have glasses, and my hair was kind of short like his. I had a pretty much a buzz cut back then. So yeah, it reminded me of myself, like a small child Fred 2266 in Fluttershy's warm and comfortable arms. Then the description intrigued me. Child in Equestria? I thought, damn, that's new. Okay, let's read it. And so I did, and from start to finish, it quickly became my favorite reading of mine. I went on to read the second, and I began a reading of the third one, which I have not continued. Of course, right after my reading for the third one began, my YouTube channel got terminated because of copyright. I, in turn, also lost all my reading of New Home, and over half my reading for New Home 2. I deleted them from my hard drive because I never thought I had to upload them. I was wrong. So without the quick 50-word update, I may have never found this incredible series. Just a thing I like to think about a lot, weird stuff like that. Dread94 asks, if you were stuck in an Adam Sandler movie, which one would it be and why? Happy Gilmore, so I could watch the epic, if not over-the-top ending drive scene, in which the golf ball bounced off everything except the Cracker Jack. Then he asks, would you want to have Twilight Sparkle as your mare friend? He personally would take Fluttershy. I wouldn't mind Fluttershy either. She'd be very caring of my feelings. But I choose Twilight over Flutters, though. She could read me The Sneetches every night before bed. I love that story. Plus, she's voiced by Tara Strong. That voice is my childhood. I buy her a bunch of pairs of socks and have her model them because she is cute as pony in socks. Then I'll make a self-insert fic where I marry her. Geo Pod Shot Counter 1. Let's see how high we can get that number. Hoping it's pretty high. And my third question is, what are your plans for college and what do you plan to be to better this world? I've already bettered this world. I'm Fred2266. Have you not heard of me? I'm a pretty big deal. Around the water cooler, that is. I don't really plan to go to college. It sounds lazy, but I'm not going through more school than I have to. Neither of my parents went to college, and they've both been pretty successful in life. It's not needed to go to college. Trust me. I have no idea what I'm going to be when I grow up. I like to live life as it happens, so whatever comes my way is what I'll take. Whatever happens after that is a mystery, but I'll take that too. I'm just such a go-getter. And then Alex, or X6478X. Alex is better. What is your opinion on the community here in this group? Everybody's different here in the Toby Mason Appreciation Association. That's great. Some people in the group have never once interacted in any way. That's fine too. They're probably here to support Toby, but not to discuss him or anything else we discuss here. You guys are perfect examples of the Brony community, and are proof that those outsiders that spew hatred are wrong. You're just good-hearted people. You appreciate what me and Jason do for you, and we appreciate back. I don't know all of you, but I get the gist of it. You've all got a little bit of Toby Mason shot inside you. Whether you be kind, caring, shy, innocent, doesn't matter. I consider you guys my friends, and though I am quite the weird individual, I do that because it's me. I do it because it makes you laugh, and I love to make you laugh. You can all count on me for anything. I just know that. And also, if you're into gaming at all, what system, favorite game, and why? I'm not as big into gaming as I was when I was a young lad. I just find getting into a lot of games hard. I get bored very easily by them. The computer's my domain nowadays. But I was raised on the PlayStation. The original, the 2, the 3. I don't care about the console war. I've never had an Xbox, so I can't say where I stand. I do find it ignorant, however, that people debate about the stupidest shit. I just like the sleek and simple design of the PlayStation. My favorite game, however, is not a member of the PlayStation franchise. It's from the Nintendo GameCube. It's called Legend of Zelda: The Wind Waker, bro. I just recently got back my GameCube after it being away from me from 7 long years. I was most excited to finally play Wind Waker again. As a child, I found it extremely hard to beat. I never even beat Gonan, the first boss, for Celestia's sake. And he's freaking easy. Like, I've watched playthroughs, and he's gotta grab his tail. That's all you gotta do. If you play Wind Waker, you're probably screaming at me, you're probably yelling at me right now. Because he's fucking easy. When you're a child, your mind's not advanced enough to know that,
I don't know what to do. I ain't gonna beat him. Got a cookie.
I've never seen more playthroughs of any game more than Wind Waker. I've watched them from Attacking Toucans, Chugga Conroy, Nintendo Capri Sun, and most recently Game Grumps. They're fucking hilarious. Although their playthrough is very hard to watch because They're too busy, having fun. If you watch Game Grumps, they're entertainment. They're about entertainment, not really gameplay. So I knew what to expect, but it doesn't mean that the gameplay is frustrating because they don't know what the fuck to do. Aaron's just like, what do I do? And Danny's like, I don't know, dick jokes. But I love them. They're great. I'm probably forgetting a bunch more. When I was able to play again last week, my whole childhood came roaring back right into me. Already I've gotten farther than I ever had before. I beat Gonan. First try, bro. That's an accomplishment. The game is beautiful, nostalgic, and has a heartwarming feel to it. Before it was released, critics claimed it would be the worst Zelda simply because it was different, with its childlike graphics. Yeah, nice logic there, you assholes. Over 10 years later, the majority agree that Wind Waker is a timeless classic. That's why Nintendo remade it in the beginning, in HD. Plus the soundtrack. Fuck the soundtrack. Please, if you've never played Wind Waker, or any Zelda game, that doesn't matter. Look up the soundtrack on YouTube. It's melodic, chilling, and glorious, all at the same time. Best soundtrack in any game ever. Ever. There's like the whole thing on YouTube. Just type it in. Legend of Zelda, Wind Waker soundtrack. It's over 2 hours and 30 minutes. It's right there, though. I listen to it when I write, and it just helps so much. Finally, we get to my favorite set of questions, A Poetic Heart. Now, if you're not a wrestling fan, well, there's some wrestling questions in here. You can listen to me and have no idea what I'm talking about. That's basically the only option you have.
Because I'm not giving you any other option.
So yeah, wrestling-related questions. 1. What's your top most dream match that you would love to see happen in WrestleMania? Well, basically, it's just Chris Benoit, Daniel Bryan, 60-minute Iron Man match. It'd be a clinic, bro. It may have happened if Benoit didn't do, that. And then top singles dream match, period. See above is my answer. Bryan Benoit. What's your top dream tag team match that you would love to see happen in WrestleMania? I'm not sure how many he meant. I'd like 4 2 versus 2 tag team, 6-man tag. I just assumed combined. So I pick 6-man elimination tag team match, The Shield versus the Wyatt family. They're my 2 favorite stables of all time. They're all the future, hopefully, and this would be their chance to shine on the grandest stage of them all. Every fan in that building be chanting, "This is awesome!" and I'd just be silently watching the magic unfold. It could happen next year too, which is the awesome part about it. It makes me giddy. And who wins? I don't care. Because I win and all the wrestling fans win in the end. Then we move on to the wrestling... MLP related questions. How long? 23 minutes, bro. What's your favorite shipping, FIMFiction wise? Diamond Bell, Diamond TR, Sweetie Belle. There's nothing cuter than 2 fillies that hate each other, and then they suddenly whisk under each other's mere voices, like they hear each other and they're like,
"Oh, I love you so much, kiss me."
So cute. And other honorable mentions go to Diamond Bloom, which is Diamond TR and Apple Bloom, Scooter Diamond, Scootaloo and Diamond TR, Sunlight, Rainbow, Twilight and Sunset Shimmer, Sundash, Rainbow Dash and Sunset Shimmer, and Daring Dash, Daring Do and Rainbow Dash, and Dash, Twilight, Rainbow Dash. Okay? And who do you think would be a good mother to Spike if not Twilight? Sunset Shimmer. It would be her first task upon returning to Equestria. Celestia would be like, "Hey, you watch this Dragon Boy." She'd probably despise the little dragon at first, but soon their bond would strengthen. And ultimately, their love for each other blossom. And then the rider makes into a Klopfic. Which is also fine. Perfect with me. And then finally, if you could give each of the main 6, the CMCs, Spike, Princess Celestia, Princess Luna, King Somber, Queen Chrysalis, and Trixie, each a WB Superstar theme, past or present, who would it be? Whose would it be? Now, this is a very good question, very thought-provoking. I thought for a long time on this question. However, I found a loophole in it. Jason, I found a loophole in here. You did not say I have to give them a theme that actually fits them. It can be anything I want. But I'll try my best to make it logical. Spoiler alert, I didn't try at all, really. Twilight gets Curtis Axel's theme because Alicorn equals Reborn, and Curtis Axel's theme is entitled Reborn. Fluttershy gets the Mexico's theme because, okay, the logic just left the building. Imagine her entering Equestria on a lawnmower and wearing a bandana, though. That's thought-provoking, too. Pinkie Pie gets Elijah Burke's theme, four hooves upside your head. Rainbow Dash gets Maven's theme, because it sort of fits. Applejack, Lance Cade and Trevor Murdoch's theme, fits the most. Definitely, bro. Eerily fits. Rarity gets Tyler Breeze's theme, even though he's not exactly on the roster yet. Fits, I don't know. Spike gets Steve Brian Kendrick's theme because they're both cool motherfuckers. Sweetie Belle gets Layla's theme because she just wants a boyfriend and Bud matches that boyfriend. I don't know, I didn't think very well. Said anything. Scootaloo gets Tyson Kid's theme because Tyson Kid. Tyson equals chicken. Scootaloo is chicken. Sorry, I don't know. Apple Bloom gets Trevor Murdoch's singles theme. Sure, right. This is my favorite. Princess Celestia gets Simon Dean's theme. Try my patented Celestia system. I'm a fucking idiot. Princess Luna gets Jolly and Ice's theme. Moon Power. That'd be their tag team name. King Somber gets Zach Allen's theme as your tribute to him, depicted Jason. Queen Chrysalis gets Bray Wyatt's theme. Follow the bugs. Trixie gets Fandango's theme. She's a dancing machine. Yeah, don't worry. I hate myself too. It's okay. Round 2 questions, because I asked in another blog. More questions I need. Midnight Shadow. Fred, what's your favorite episode? Also, why are you so random? He put in small text like I didn't see that. It's like a burglar in my house. Oh, my God. Yeah, but don't think I didn't see that smaller question, ass napkin. Either way, number 1. My favorite episode used to be a Dog and Pony show. That shit's comedic genius. I mean, you people think I'm funny? That episode rapes me in the foot and calls me Sally. But as of season 3, it's Magical Mystery Cure. Not the biggest fan of musicals, but come on, every song in that episode was superb. The scene where Celestia is leading Twilight down the hall of memories, tear-worthy. When she turns into an alicorn, expected but also heartwarming. And her coronation ceremony, tear-worthy, especially the hug, when they hug. That episode's the perfect series finale. Oh. Wait. Well, it would be the perfect series finale. Besides, Alicorn Twilight worked out fine. She's still the same adorable bookworm we all love. So those of you who complained about it are now idiots. My laughter directs itself toward you. Fools. Was it rushed? Oh, you bet it was. It could have been a 3-parter. Part 1 would be fixing the element problem. Part 2 would be the build-up to the transformation, which ends in a cliffhanger when Applejack says, "Twilight, is that you?" And Part 3, Alicorn reveal, plus a ceremony and other more feelsy moments. Change up the script here. I made a typo. But I felt with only 22 minutes and being forced to make the episode.
We want money. We want Alicorn Twilight toys, so you had to make the episode.
I think they could not made it any better. So thanks, Emily Larson. Appreciate it, bro. And number 2, I'm random because that's the way my parents' X and Y chromosomes were aligned. I've been like this my entire life, and I love to make people laugh. I noticed a few people in this group are depressed, which makes me even happier when I see that they're feeling better. Random is all I know. It's my personality, and I'm not going to change it for anybody. I love to have fun. If I have to be perverted, or weird, or disgusting to have it, I'll do it. Great, I'll do it. Then Cody asks, who's best pony? I don't know, who is? See, I've never understood the whole best pony argument. You want to know why? Because nobody knows. To figure it out, you'd have to analyze every single pony in the show, unless their flaws and what makes them worthy of such a title, before you can declare one single solitary best pony as being the best one. Have at it, because I don't really care about the result. It's a TV show, not a fucking census. See, most bronies have favorite confused with best. I assure you it's quite different. Now, my bio on my user page actually says my top 5 favorite ponies are, but that's like a video description box on YouTube.
Nobody reads it.
So I'll do one better. I've created a list of my top 20 favorite characters, which may or may not include just ponies. Why? Because I'm an overachiever. This used to be a series on my YouTube channel, but I've recently halted it because, copyright. I would make top 20 character lists every Wednesday, which highlighted my current taste as far as characters went. Sometimes the list never changed, but it's been 3 months since the last one, so the list has altered a bit. Alright, we're going from 20 to 1 here. Number 20 is Hugh Jelly, because he's basically me in pony form. Number 19 is Spike. He's dropped quite a bit since the last list, but that's normal. He's still a chill motherfucker. Garble. I love douchebag characters, and Garble's the king of douchebagginess. Hoops, Score, and Dumbbell are also my favorites of mine. Spitfire.
She's so sassy.
My favorite portrayal of her was in The Best Night Ever, but Wonderbolt's Academy made her a badass. Discord, no explanation needed. 16. Discord, no explanation needed. Would be higher if other characters' cutenesses didn't override his antics. This sucks. I would have been better off just reading them off. Just saying them from the top of my head. 15. Colgate. She can give me oral any day. Let's keep this PG, brother. 14. Princess Luna. Overthrow Sunbutt. 13. Cutie Crusaders. Because I can't rank them separately. I don't have a favorite one. I love them all the same. Thought Sleepless in Ponyville would finally make Scootaloo stand out as best character. But surprisingly it didn't. I'm going to have to reword that. Favorite Crusader, not best character. Oh my god, I don't even know what I'm saying. Okay. 12. Lightning Dust. I hope we see her again. Whether it be redemption episode or she's still a vengeful bitch. Don't care, both are fine with me, 11. Lyra. Wouldn't be into her as much if it weren't for the backstory that the fans have given her. Makes her quite the interesting character. Plus, she's adorable, as most of the characters on this list are. 10. Trixie. Zephisto wants to impale me currently, because she's not high enough. Again, I hope we see her again. She's a goody good God, I messed that up. She's a goody McGood horsey now. I like to see some friendly interaction between her and Twilight. 9. Daring Do. She's an underrated character, definitely, in my opinion. So many possibilities you could do with her. Daring Dont's my favorite episode of Season 4 thus far. Again, I hope we see her again. 8 is Applejack. She used to remind me, used to dislike the stereotypical aura around the character, which made me dislike her as a whole. But after time, you get used to certain things. It's a shame they've pretty much done all they can do with the character. 7. Pinkie Pie. Reminds me of a cartoon character. The cartoon character's classic. She's just a fun character to watch, and it's really all you have to... Yeah. Who don't like Pinkie Pie? Who don't like the pink one, bro? 6. Fluttershy. The first character that stood out to me in the show. Not only because of her excessive cuteness, but I just felt drawn to her. I don't know. She really exemplifies what I feel this world should be. Peaceful and serene. It's deep. 5. Diamond Tiara. Oh! Let the flaming begin. I'm sure you all knew this. Hopefully you did. She's the cutest pony in my opinion. She's such a little bitch and I love it. A redemption episode would be great to see how they handle a character. But if that never happens, doesn't bother me. She could be a cunt all she wants. I'll always adore Diamond Tiara. Yeah. 4. Twilight Sparkle. Most relatable pony, truthfully. Sometimes people just want to shut the world off and be by themselves. They only want to make one person proud of them, and nobody's going to distract them from that goal. I can't imagine any pony else being the main character other than Twilight. Also, I used to dislike her because I thought she was boring, but I quickly dismissed that thought when Lesson 0 made its way into my life. She's changed so much over these past 3 seasons. I'm literally proud of her. It takes a lot to be proud of a fictional character. Plus, it doesn't help that her voice actress dominated my childhood. I must keep bringing that up. She deserves everything. 3. Rainbow Dash. Most beautiful pony in my opinion. She's a great role model for the little girls that watch the show. Fearless and she never backs down. Plus, I believe her element is most important. Honesty and loyalty. two of the most important elements, but I think loyalty in the end wins. Because your line's bad, but you turn your back on somebody, breaks their heart, bro. That's why loyalty is more important than honesty. 2, Sunset Shimmer. Favorite human and almost favorite pony. We're never going to see her in the show, and that makes me sad. But I understand why. But I love her backstory and her character design. Not to mention, fur fucking boots. We wish we could be that stylish. Girl. That's a bottle cap right there. And number 1, favorite pony. Rarity. Ever since a dog and pony show, it was clear to me, Rarity was the one. She's the funniest and funnest pony in my opinion. Her scenes are always golden. She's the best voice actress on the show in my opinion. And by the way, my opinion is the most used trio of words in this Q&A. And when she sings, I get chills. Like when Art of the Dress first came on, I'm like, oh wow. And I literally got goosebumps. Because it's such an awesome song. I agree with Brony Curious. She's the most complex character on the show. And I hope she gets more solo episodes this season, because hers are always the best. So there you go. I know you'll probably disagree with some of the choices. Number 5. But that's what diversity is for, right? Yeah. Okay, then who's your least favorite? Twist! I hate the character. I hate the voice acting. I hate the character design. I used to have a slight lisp, but that doesn't mean that she's relatable to me. I'm over that shit. So yeah, she's not relatable to me. So, sorry, bro. Sorry, I just spat on my monitor. I had to clean it off, so that's why I kind of, got close to the mic there. And the close second is Silver Spoon. Not because she's a bitch. I love bitchy characters. Not because of her voice, but because of her character design. It's gray and boring. Like, it's just all gray. Even her braids. The only thing is her hair ties. They're pink, but that doesn't mean anything. I hate gray. It's a boring color. So therefore, Silver Spoon's boring. Plus, her glasses suck. My glasses are awesome. Hers suck. What's your favorite song of the whole series? There's not a song I dislike from the show, but my favorite has to be I Got to Find a Way for Magical Mystery Cure. It's so short, but so good. Hopefully a full version gets released someday. However, my favorite song from any My Little Pony Friends with Magic related item is A Friend for Life from Equestria Girls. That shit blew me away when the credits rolled, and really drove it home that, fuck, this movie was awesome. It also implanted the lesson that no matter what universe you're in, you've got friends that love you just the same as those same friends from other dimensions. Sure, some of these friends may have severe skin conditions, but damn it, they loved you, girl. And do you want to see cars in the series, like season 10 and onward? Well, if those bastards would just make an Equestria Girls TV show, we wouldn't have to wait for season 10. They could do it in the first episode when Twist dies in a horrific car accident. Why have to wait for season 10 of My Little Pony? Make an Equestria Girls show. They got cars everywhere. Like, seriously. That's bullcrap. And in other news, not a care was given. Even the stupid and ugly redhead soul flipped off her body's... This script sucks. Flipped off her owner's body. She descended down into hell. Back to you, Fred. Hey, thanks, Dick. Yes, that's my name. Seriously, guys. I would really recommend you don't watch this video. Okay, fine, watch it. But fucking go to the other thread, the text-based thread, and read that, because I'm screwing up, and I'm sorry. That's why I don't write scripts. I just make comedy off the side. Just like out of my head. Like the Game Grumps do. They don't have scripts, bro. So yeah, watch this video, but while you're doing it, fucking do the text, man. I'm gonna put that, because we're already like halfway through, so you're gonna like listen to me right now and just like, oh, thanks for telling me early, Fred. Idiot. So yeah, I'm gonna put that in the thread. Listen. Read this while you listen to the video. Alright. Do you sometimes think like Pinkie Pie when trying to solve a math problem at school? Yeah, I put 3.14159 for every answer. But in all seriousness, I probably should. Or I could adopt Big Mac's mathematical prowess. Maybe then I would not have a D in math. It's a formal geometry too, which is like the stupid kids' math, so that's even worse. Would you want to see ponies go to Jurassic Park in the future episodes? I say screw that. Make the inevitable main six go to the beach episode a reality. Think about it. Diamond Tiara can kick sandcastles, and Shining Armor surfs the Big Kahuna. And he can get called a Shooby too and eat his fries cold. I bet you none of you get that reference. That's okay. Yeah, that'd be the best episode ever. Also, for my final question, if Joe ended up in Equestria, what would be the best reaction that sums up everything when he first sees Ponyville? Hey, where's the fireworks stand around her? And then Big Mac and Applejack have sex. I'm your sister, You're my sister. Yep. Bro, I'm sorry. Hunter Reaper already answered the first two questions of his, so we'll skip those. Sure, why not? We'll answer them. Who's your favorite pony? Friendly answer is the one who pays attention to the questions that were asked before his. And the dickish answer is, please refer to above, lovely Lima Bean. See what I did? I switched them up again. Yeah, great. Least favorite, Iron Brew Pony. Geo Potshot Counter 2. Great. Great segue. G.O.D. Sick Dragon asks, I have to know. Oh, sorry, Scottish accent.
We have to know, what possessed you to write me into a new show?
That's not Scottish. I don't care.
Was it because I asked, or was it your master plan to include me all along?
Well, it sure wasn't your first accusation. I never do things people ask me to do. And my eyes bulge as memories of past conversations strike against his brainstem.
Fred, it's my birthday soon. Can I die on a new show and come back to life as a wolf while saving Toby's life? Fred, can I have a backstage conversation on the show where I showered Lyra with my feelings? Fred, can I help Lightning Gus and Geo kidnap Toby in the next episode? Actually, it's not a request. I demand you do it. A Poetic Heart, can I be the next new show? PM me. Oh wait, Fred2266 makes these? Oh, I don't care. A Poetic Heart! Fred, it's also coincidentally my birthday soon. Can I have an interview on a new show? Great O'Dyer, can I use Sweet Tail on the show?
Sure.
Cool!
Yeah, I never listen to anybody. Truthfully, though, I was looking for a reason to use one of the users of the show.
The script sucks!
I was looking for a reason to use one of the users on the show. I wasn't finding anything, though. That was until I saw your blog post about you winning a contest in the Spike Dash group for your Oblivious story. Changing the script there. So I read it, I liked it a lot, and thought, we have the My Little Pony characters at our disposal on a new show. So why don't I just bring Geo to the front line and have Spike and Rainbow Dash, the stars of the FIMFiction, review it? It went over pretty well, and you even made an initial blog post about it, expressing how funny it was. You added the New Home 3 to the reference folder in Geoverse group, and possibly got a few new people to read the New Home series, which is always great. I'm not really sure about that, though. Maybe. That'd be pretty cool. Then episode 3 came, and I decided to make that creepy intro of Lightning Dust, playing off the end of the second episode, where she fights her human counterpart. I don't know how many know this, but I don't actually plan anything I write. I just let the story play out as it goes along. So she wanted revenge, and I figured, I'll have her kidnap Toby, Chrysalis style. But I didn't think that was enough, so without thinking, I had you interrupt the beginning of the show and went on a passionate rant about,
this is where I belong.
On this stage, my lassie. I almost said mate, like an Australian. Wrong character. You got kicked out, and then it hit me.
Geo must want revenge now, too. I'm going to hook him up with Lightning Dust, and they can together kidnap Toby, yeah.
And then I felt like the smartest man in show business. So that happened, but a new show isn't about villains or season-long story arcs, so I quickly ended that storyline. It was meant to be short and exciting, after all. Right before episode 5, I figured that the show needed a third co-host. Because if you notice, during the first few episodes, me and Jason have some pretty funny arguments. However, Jason's not really the type to argue, so therefore it's not realistic. Geo, a Scottish hoss, playing off a scrawny, annoying American teenager like myself, however, that works. I believe it has so far. So yeah, it's pretty much coincidence with your week in, week out involvement in the show. If you wouldn't have made Oblivious or at least advertised it in the blog, I likely would have picked someone else, like Ellington, which would then mean that you probably would have gotten his creepy cult leader gimmick. Now that would have been weird. Although I can't really think of anyone else better to be by me and Jason's side week in and week out. Aw, that's not a pot shot. That's adorable. And finally, the last question from Great O'Dyer, who just got in. Was what I'd be saying if I made this a week ago, like when I said I was going to. We're at 45 minutes. Great. Here's a question for you. I do a British accent. Oh, okay. Let me just practice here. I was not prepared for the Scottish accent, and therefore it sucked. So let's just practice here. Okay, so I practiced, and it still sucks. I don't care.
Here's a question for you. In the new episode of a new show, if you put my OC in it, how tarnished will his image become?
Rainbow laughed, Trollestia. Well, Great O'Dyer, not tarnished at all, my friend. In fact, his image will go up. Fans around the water cooler will clamor for an autograph. A lap dance, hell. Just the sheer essence of Sweet Tail, the Raspberry Rotunda. Alright, his image did go down with that nickname, however. Have no fear, though. I will bring it up tenfold. And with that, my first ever Q&A comes to a daunting close. I hope you all will share this sacred information with your grandchildren. Or a giraffe that you meet at the local zoo. Giraffes love pointless information, after all. Bilo, this